Hey guys, this is Nirmal here for Technique, and today we'll do the second part of the tips and tricks on the Xiaomi Mi 3. So recently we already uploaded the first part of the tips and tricks on the Xiaomi Mi 3. So some of these tips and tricks are hidden while some are directly available for the user from the settings. So we'll now start the second part of these tips and tricks. So in case you have missed the first part, here's the link in the video. So you can just click here and go to the first part and have a look at whatever we have discussed there. Now let's start of the second part of these tips and tricks. So this time we'll concentrate on the settings part, where we have quite a lot of options available. So let's go to the settings on this phone. First up, let's talk on the display aspect. So when you go to the display, you have this option, two options, the glove mode. So glove mode makes the screen extra responsive to the pressure. So if you are using this phone in an area where the temperature is pretty low and you have worn gloves, you can use this glove mode, and the screen will be extra responsive to the pressure. Then there is also pocket dial option, prevent pocket dials. So what happens is that if you put the phone in the pocket, there are chances that it might automatically dial numbers based on whatever is the touch input from the pocket. Now you can disable this using this option, that is lock phone automatically when placed in the pocket. This is really one of the best options available, that most of the time we see accidental phone calls if you're kept in the pocket, and like the screen gets on by the power switch accidentally pressed on, and all those stuffs happen. So this option will disable all those stuffs and prevent pocket dials, accident pocket dials. Next up, we already showed you that this phone comes with a MIUI, that is a custom UI or the firmware on top of Android 4.4 KitKat. So if you have installed other launchers like the Solo launcher or Aviate launcher or any other launcher for that matter, you can select the default launcher here. So from the settings you can see the default launcher listed here. So if you have installed lots of launchers, you can show it up here and you can select the default launcher. So that's, instead of having to go to the apps and clear the default, you can easily set the default launcher here. Then you can enable the pulse notification light, so that notification light will be enabled whenever a new call or a new notification comes on your phone. Now let's go to the notifications. You have quite a lot of options. So you can see here the way you want to show the toggle layout. So the layout can be toggled in either the bar form or the page form. Then you can show the connection speed on the bar. So you can see here right now the data connection speed is displayed here. So you can get an idea whether you're getting good speed on your 3G network or the Wi-Fi network. So that's pretty handy tool to have. So you can also show data usage on the notification center. So this is what we say. You can see here the current usage is 8.8 MB, the remaining is 1.7 GB, and also the monthly limit. So this can be shown up using this option, that's a show data usage info. Now you can see you can manage notifications. So manage notifications, you can select whichever apps you want to show the notification. Say for example, if I go to calendar, you can say show notification shade, show in the status bar. So based on whichever app you use, if you don't want a particular app to show notifications, you can disable it from here. Now in the additional settings in notification, you have the option to show the service provider on the top. So if I enable this, you can see that it will show the service provider here. You can also edit the service provider name. So based on whatever name you want to give, you can add that name from here. Now if you go to the apps list on the phone, so you can see here there's an option for default app settings. So here we have the option to set the default apps for launcher. Say for example the dialer, the messaging, the browser, camera, gallery, music and email. So you can add the default apps for these settings. Say for example the browser, you want the default browser. So for example, if you click a link, the default browser will open up. So that options can be set from here. So that's pretty handy tool to have on the settings. So you can select the default apps for each of these actions. Another great option on this device that you can record voice calls during a call. So if you go to the phone dial and then dial a particular number, so you can see here when you make a call, you can see just press this and you can see the option to record a call. So you can see here, from here you can start recording, and then since this call didn't connect, that's the reason. We'll just show you once again. So just go here and you can see the option to record call. At the same time, you also have the option to take a note. So these two are pretty handy options to have. Say for example, if you want to record a particular conversation, then you can do it from here and access this all the recorded voice calls from the record list. So this is also applicable if you are using FM radio. You can also record. Right now it's not connected, so but here you can also start recording. So you can see there's an option to record the FM stations and you can listen to songs later. So these two are pretty handy options to have on the phone, that is recording the call as well as the FM radio. This phone comes with support for themes. So you can see there is a themes app available here where you can download a number of themes available. So there are quite a lot of free themes as well as paid themes. So this is an India specific theme, so you can download them and it will be available in the local tab, and then you can apply any particular theme. Say for example this theme, if you like this theme, you can just click the apply button and then it will download and then apply the theme. So that's pretty handy customization option. There are hundreds of themes available in featured, popular, and you can see the categories. There are hundreds of categories available. Also you can select the theme which suits you. So that's really a great amount of customization available. Another great thing about this phone is that it shows live notification on some of the apps. Say for example calendar, it really shows the current date, and say if you see the weather app, it shows the real weather, I mean the temperature as well as the weather conditions. So if it's raining, the app will show a raining icon on the background. So that's available only on calendar and weather, and it's pretty handy tool to handy option to have in case you want to quickly check the weather. You can see from the app itself instead of opening the app and then checking out the weather. There is a do not disturb option on this phone. So this option, when you turn on, you can see that it will prevent calls and notification when they arrive. That will be silenced automatically. You can also schedule do not disturb time. Say for example that particular time any calls if you receive will not be accepted, it will be automatically silenced. You can also set exceptions. Say for example if somebody calls from your home, you want to pick the call, so that exceptions can be set here. And in case of repeated calls from the same number, what actions you need to perform, even that can be set from here. Now from the home screen, if you click the more icon, you can see that you can now open the launcher settings. So under the launcher you have a few options like the app layout. So currently it's 4:5 layout. You can also have 4:4 layout. Then you can also lock the app position, then keep in memory, few transition effects, wallpaper alignment. All these things can be done from the launcher settings. So launcher settings can be accessed from the home screen. From here you can see the launcher settings and also access the complete set of options here. So that's all with the tips and tricks on the Xiaomi Mi 3. We have covered almost 30 plus tips and tricks. Some of these are hidden, some of these are available directly but may not be accessible directly to the user. So we have shared whatever is pretty useful for the users from the Xiaomi Mi 3 settings, as well as which are some of these are hidden as well. So that's all guys. If you have any specific queries regarding this, drop a comment and we'll be glad to help you out with your queries. If you like this video, do hit the like button, subscribe to YouTube channel for more updates, and thanks for watching this video.